That's not what I said at all. You didn't listen to what I said.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Raw Media, where we bring you all the real and woke. In this video, we're going to be seeing some pretty embarrassing SJWs. We start things off with an SJW who was making a lot of claims and arguments, and to be honest, it was completely all over the place. She was asked to clarify and provide proof for her arguments, but she couldn't do it at all.
Girls who cross the border illegally are raped along that journey by the sadistic sociopaths who have been permitted to run free along the border. What percentage of children who have been brought in by their parents to this foreign country, what percentage of children are you suggesting are being raped by U.S. government officials?
Where are the children in the detention centers? There's children that went missing as well.
You made a claim, and I'm just asking what percentage of the children being, you said U.S. children in U.S. detention are being raped by government officials. Do you have any evidence for that whatsoever?
Government officials.
You said they're being
raped in detention centers.
By
I
whom?
never mentioned by who.
By whom? By whom are you suggesting?
Okay, but who's keeping these detention centers?
So you don't have by whom are you saying they're being victimized?
Next up, we have another SJW who tried to claim that speech was violence and actually accused Knowles of inciting violence with his speech. Knowles very easily shut down that ridiculous claim, and the SJW, along with her friend, got some egg on their face.
I'm not saying that you
I see many
personally
people
did.
of many different races in this room. They all seem to be doing just fine. I don't think any of them have felt violence because they listened to a lecture on basic facts about our immigration system. The question was, have I asked people in this room if they've felt as though some violence has been committed on them? No, I haven't asked, because no violence has been committed on you. Because violence is not a subjective feeling. Violence is an objective fact. I can objectively gauge whether or not someone has become...
This time, we have an SJW at a college where Dinesh D'Souza was speaking, and well, he tried to take Dinesh on, and he quickly realized that it was a really bad idea. He questioned Dinesh and even called him a name. Dinesh, being calm as ever, shut down this cocky student and embarrassed him in front of the whole crowd. Everyone in attendance absolutely loved it.
Those are based on sort of shallow logic, lack of expertise, no real facts, and economic ignorance.
Let me say this. If it is the case that in what I said tonight, and I put some fairly incendiary material on the table, if I had said something that was even arguably wrong, factually wrong, about the Democratic Party or about fascism or about Trump, it would be very easy for someone to point it out. So normally, if you're going to call someone a hack, you should kind of try to establish your own bona fides.
Candace Owens was ganged up against when many people accuse her of saying things that she never did and trying to smear her name in general. In this clip, we see a judge warn her over by saying something that she literally didn't say at all. Owens was absolutely baffled by this, but unfazed. The judge definitely needs to get his ears fixed.
Ms. Owens, I'm sorry. We just started recording. Would you like time to respond to that?
Yes, I think it's pretty apparent that Mr. Liu believes that black people are stupid and will not pursue the full clip in its entirety. He purposely presented an extracted clip.
The witness will suspend for a moment. It is not proper to refer disparagingly or to a member of the committee. The witness will not do that again. Witness may continue.
Sure, even though I was called despicable.
Witness may not refer to a member of the committee as stupid.
I didn't refer to him as stupid. That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. You didn't listen to what I said.
Yes, I'm sure we all know about the AOC. She's right up there when it comes to SJWs. She's definitely one of the more prominent ones. She is a lot of the time apparently getting the better of others, but on this occasion against an ICE director, she was very much lost for words. It's absolutely priceless. You need to see this for yourself. She definitely met her match.
From Homeland Security.
Date.
April 23rd, 2018, subject increasing prosecutions of immigration violations.
Without objection.
And so I looked at this memo, and it seems like this is the source of it. And it seems as though, Mr. Homan, that you are the author. It says here from yourself, Kevin Michalinen, and Francis Cisna. Is this correct? Did you sign the memo?
I'd have to see.
Now we have an SJW who goes on a very weird rant about men and how there are apparently no quality men left in the world and that none of them are boyfriend material and whatnot. Something tells me that she's had a few really bad dates that really drove her to this point to make such a really weird video.
Question: are there any good guys left? This is something I get asked more than I think I should get asked. A lot of us are really worried that all of the good ones are taken, and all that's left is immature, douchey, duty heads who don't know how to treat women, and they don't want relationships, and they just want to around and just do their dude thing, which is fine. Guys can do that, but maybe that's not what we want. We want like ace awesome boyfriend material, and we're really scared that they're all gone or spoken for, or they were zapped into the ether by an alien invasion.
In this one, there seemed to be an event or protest with some kind of SJWs, and someone came to interview some of them just to find out what was happening. There were 2 SJWs kind enough to be in an interview, but from out of nowhere, someone part of the protest came to try send the interviewer away and not film. Clearly, this SJW doesn't know what you can and can't film in a public space. Look at how this unfolds.
What is your view of nuance? Because nuance, as you know, there's different shades of meaning. What does that mean?
I literally just believe like things aren't so black and white. Just because you might not support all like the I guess the ideology of pro-gun people doesn't mean you're anti-gun. Just because you don't support all the ideology of anti-gun people doesn't mean you're pro-gun.
What are you doing here, bro?
I'm just interviewing people.
No, we're not having that here today.
This is a public space. I'm allowed to be here.
This is a private event, so you're not allowed to be here.
Actually, it's a public space
no, it's
for
not, that's okay.
taxpayers. You're
not welcome here.
I'm not welcome here.
No,
Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening you. I'm saying you're not welcome.
Okay, well, I'm allowed
event.
to be here. This is a public park.
Okay, you can be
Please
here.
call the.
SJWs have all of the claims and arguments under the sun, but when they're actually questioned on it and asked to prove it, they always seem to fail. It completely kills their argument. This is exactly the case with this SJW when he got into a debate with Knowles. He was asked to provide some evidence to back his statement, but obviously, they never tend to have that.
But it's a true opinion.
My last thing I guess I'll say to that is, there are primary sources on both sides that will say that Columbus is good or bad, and to say that only the side that disagrees with you is politically motivated.
What sources are you specifically talking about?
The ones that not specifically you're discounting, but I don't have one on the top of my mind. But
exactly, and this is the problem, because in the absence of facts, I don't mean to pick on you. I mean to pick on them
I didn't
broadly.
Come up with one specifically. I mean,
if you gave
me like a half hour, I could probably go find one.
Well, you certainly think that you could. Yeah. In the absence of historical knowledge, people have replaced what was once historical knowledge with broad.
This SJW was questioning some of the things Knowles said, again, like where he got his statistics. Knowles kindly answered immediately without any hesitation. The SJW wasn't happy that he was interrupting her, but he was just answering the questions that he asked. Even with some facts, she kept denying what Knowles had to say.
Not true. I'm talking about...
That is true. I mean, what I just said is true.
I'm not quite sure where you're getting your statistics from, and you choose
from
to
the federal government.
You choose to interpret
from
them
the
in your...
Bureau of Justice Statistics and Department of
talk?
Homeland Security.
Can I talk? Is that
well,
okay?
you said you didn't know where I got my statistics from, and I'm telling you where I get them from.
Well, it would have been nice if you could have let me finish my sentence. Anyway,
I was answering your question.
So do you guys remember the SJW at the very start of today's video? Well, she's back trying to prove her pain, and well, she doesn't fare any better this time. Actually, it seems like she got a friend to try and help her out, as she handed another phone with some more information to try get the better of Knowles, but her attempt still failed miserably.
So you're saying the children in cages right now aren't?
Which children how many children are in cages right now?
The children at the detention centers.
You're so certain of this. How many children are in cages right now?
The federal government received more than 4,500 complaints in 4 years about the sexual abuse of immigrant children who were being held at government-funded detention facilities, including an increase in complaints while the Trump administration's policy of separating migrant families at the border was in place.
There's also been a surge in illegal immigration. We now have 3,000 people per month coming into this country, and a surge in children. So naturally, any offense that involves children is going to increase. I agree with you. Illegal immigration is a horrific and immoral action, and it should not be encouraged by craven politicians who think that they can grab.
Thanks for watching this video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more. Goodbye for now, everyone. We'll see you next time.